Episode 99, team. One more episode and we are at 100. I actually looked back. My first episode um, was January 2024. January 2024, I made the decision to start the podcast from a previous mentor of mine who told me I just needed to get it done. So I did. Now we're at episode 99. So I'm so friggin' pumped to get to 100 and then do another 100 more. So yeah, today's episode, we're going to talk about how I generated 700 leads in 30 days for my personal training business. I'm going to show you exactly what I did and how you can do the same thing as well. But before we get into that, um, I thought what I was going to say then. Personal update. What's happening with me right now? I'm going pro on my organic social media content. So if you actually are noticing the difference, can you please send me a message and let me know if it's good or not? Because I'm investing a lot of money into making my organic content better. And for the online coaches out there, you need to you need to focus on quality and same with face-to-face as well. You need to focus on quality content, not just volume. Like volume obviously helps, but the algorithm is pushing more quality content. More importantly, they're looking at the watch time. How long are people watching your videos for, or watching your reels? That is determining how many views you're going to get, and therefore exposure that you're going to get. So we we're going all in on organic content. So I'm pretty much going to commit to 6 months of really going hard. And I've got this big goal. Actually, I've actually written down this goal. I've made a bet with myself. I need to get 500,000 views organically by the 9th of January. If I don't, I've got to run a half marathon. And I've actually never run more than 5 kilometers. So that'll be interesting. And if I do get it, I'm going to reward myself, take the family to the Emporium, which is a super nice hotel in Vegas. So on the road to 500K. So far, last time I checked, 2 weeks in, we're at 75,000 views in the first couple of weeks. So we are on track, on track so far. But let's get into today's episode. So how I generated 700 leads in my PT business. So let me tell you what I did. And disclosure, this is not like right now. This is for when I was doing face to face. Okay, I just want to tell you what's possible. And this strategy works every single year. Okay. So this is between 3 locations that I had. So I had 3 separate strategies to get me 700 leads. So a couple of things that I did. The first thing was I made a decision not to go with everyone else and think December is quiet. Everyone thinks December is quiet, but in reality, it's actually the best time to build your pipeline. Okay. So I generated all these leads in December and I converted them at the start of January. So you build the pipeline in December and you convert them in January. Okay. Everyone thinks they need to convert everyone in December. Like you will probably convert some people, but it is far easier to convert them at the start of January because everyone is all of a sudden focused on their health and fitness. Okay. So um first thing that you want to do, change your mindset. The second thing you want to do is you want to do a big giveaway in relation to New Year's. So a New Year, New Me campaign essentially is what it's designed to do. But you want to market it in the month of December. So usually 3.5, 4 weeks is what you ideally want to do for this marketing strategy. Now, I also should suggest trying to build this as like the bigger the prize, the more engagement, the more interaction you're going to get, the more leads you're going to get, right? Um, so we actually chose to do a hamper. Now, the hamper also included some free personal training as well. So if you can imagine free personal training, um, champagne, hair salon voucher, massage voucher, Nike shoes, gym towel, gym water bottle, all this stuff like a new year, new me focus type of thing. And we made this big hamper and it looked really, really cool. And we actually made 3 of them. So we had one per location. At the time, I had 3 gyms at that stage. And what we essentially did is we combined face-to-face and online marketing strategies together, and this has absolutely exploded. So the first thing that we did is we actually put the hamper at the front desk in the gym at the reception, and we had a QR code and we had a sign-on sheet for people to enter the competition to win. So they won the hamper plus the free PT. Okay, so it was like a giveaway on steroids essentially. And what you essentially do is you leave it at the front desk, but you also walk the gym floor with the actual hamper and get people to register their details. And it's as simple as, no, you're not trying to force people to do it, but it's simple as, hey guys, we've got this hamper Vader, $1,000, completely free to win. You get PT sessions, you get this. Um, it's completely free to enter. What's your name? I'll put you in the draw. Hey John, my name is Matt. I'm one of the PTs here. Nice to meet you. And what's your phone number? Put that in there. Also, what are you training right now? What are you training on? What are your goals? Build a little bit of rapport and then move on to the next person. Okay, you're going to keep doing that pretty much every single day for the 30 days in December. Meanwhile, you're also going to be posting on social media and the gym is going to reshare your stuff as well. So not only will you have it up in the gym, you're also going to have it online consistently, like every single week, posting about the hamper without fail. And then the next thing you're going to do is you're also going to post it in community groups. So if you're face to face, you're going to focus on your local community groups. You're also going to post it in the gym's community group as well. This is all about omnipresence, getting it out there everywhere so everyone can see it, okay? You're going to do a direct call to action post. You're going to have the picture of the hamper. You're going to say, New Year's hamper valued at $1,000. Here's a couple of the prizes: 4 weeks of free PT, champagne, massage voucher, hair salon voucher, Nike shoes, gym water bottle, gym towel, plus more. Comment the word hamper, and I'll get you into the competition. Once everyone comments, you're going to message everyone or message everyone back on the post, say, hey, check your DMs, or I'll message you shortly. Send them a message saying, hey, happy Monday. Got your comment about your interest for the hamper. Just respond to this message with your name and phone number, and I'll put you in the draw. Otherwise, you can send them a link and say, hey, fill in this form to get your entry into the competition. Okay. Uh, and there's not too much more to it than that, to be honest, in terms of the lead generation activities. There are a couple of optional things that you can do, which I did, which I'll go through with you in just a second. But if you were to combine these two strategies, like our clients do a similar version of this pretty much every single year, and most of them get at least 100 to 200 leads without fail. Like it happens every single year. Um, Now, some of the other things that we did, local business partnerships, or is what I call like referral engine. Um, but you're going to form local business partnerships, or actually use the ones you've already got, which you should already have, like supplement stores, local cafes, that type of stuff, and go around to their stores, see if the staff want to get involved, and then also ask if you can leave the hamper and the sign-in form at that location for a couple of days. Because once people have seen it in the gym for like a week or 2 weeks, they're just going to forget about it. So then you move on to another location and you start to form leads from local businesses and also their customers. So again, this is just omnipresence. So you're going to have in the gym, at the reception area, you're going to be walking the gym floor. You're going to ask your clients to enter. You're going to ask your clients to refer people to enter as well. Then you're going to post on social media on your own pages. Then you're going to post in the gym pages. Then you're going to post in the community groups. Can you see why we got 700 leads? It is the busiest time of year for personal trainers, and so many people just chill, which is fine, by the way. You can chill if you want. But for the people that crush it and that dominate are the ones that take advantage of this time of year. Okay. Um, Now, what do you do with all the leads? That's the next question you got to ask. What do you do with all the leads? So you got 700 leads. Now, ideally, you want to draw the winner at the end of December because it's for New Year's, right? You just want to get them started in the New Year resolutions. Once Christmas is finished, everyone is focused on New Year resolutions, okay? You got to understand that the mindset changes almost instantly, and you need to capitalize on that. So you're going to choose a winner, or you're going to draw a winner. You're obviously going to post it on social media, and you're going to say, due to the popular demand of this giveaway, we decided to give away an additional 30 prizes. The winners will be contacted via phone in the next, I don't know, 48 hours. And if you've got 700 leads, you're probably going to need to have a few people helping you with this. But let's just say you have 100 leads. You're going to call every single one of these leads that didn't win, and you're going to give them a runner-up prize. Now, the reason why we say 30 people is because you're only really going to get hold of 30 or 40 people from the calls. You're going to have 60 or 70% of people just never answer the phone, okay? Which is fine. It is what it is. So this is why we say 30 runner-up prizes. So you're going to call every single person. You're going to give them a New Year, New Me strategy session and a PT session to get them on track for 2026. And what's going to happen? Because everyone is focused on their health and fitness, they're going to be more willing, more able to work on and invest in their health and fitness. They've already spent all their money in December on Christmas presents. Now they got their money back. They're back on their normal routine, I suppose, and they're ready to get back on track. So you're going to book them in. So this is how it works, right? Let's assume you got 100 leads. We have got, let's say 40% of people answer. So you're down to 40 people answer. 90% of them will book in. So you're down to 36 consults. Actually, well, if we say 30 prizes, let's say 35 people answered. 90% of them want to book in. Let's say you're down to 31 consults. Out of 31, 80% of them will show up. So you're down to 25 people that will show up and you present your offer to. At a bare minimum, you should convert at 50% during this time of year. If you're under 50%, you need some help with sales. Okay, so let's say at a minimum, 25 consults, half of them is 12 and a half clients. Let's just say 12. 12 new clients. On average, I think most people spend about $100 a week on PT. So that's an extra 1,200 a week. 1,200 a week in recurring income off one strategy. But do not tell me December is quiet because it is quiet for 99% of PTs that don't have people like me showing them what to do. So if you want this exact strategy, if you want to generate 700 leads or at minimum 100 leads for your business right now, I want you to comment the word December to me, and I'm going to send you the training on how to do it. Or even better, if you're going to see this before the 10th of December, we've got a workshop that we're going to go through and build this out for you. Okay, so you need to get cracking on this because otherwise, actually on the 10th of December, you're probably going to miss the workshop. So just comment the word December and I'll send you some training on how to do this. Okay. Then watch your pipeline fill up. And then come the start of January, watch the new clients flood in. Plus, you get all the other new people coming into the gym as well. Watch your business take off. That's it, team. Short and sharp today. Next week, we're doing episode 100. I'm not sure what I'm going to talk about. I'll probably just do a reflection, but I'm super pumped to get into it. It's been 2 years. I've been doing podcasting for 2 years. It's crazy what you do when you stay consistent at something. It's a lesson learned for everyone here. Stay consistent and you're just going to get better and better over time. So, peace out. Love you all. And don't forget to subscribe and follow if you haven't yet and if you're new to the channel. Peace out.